Dire team ban. Team secrets turn to ban. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to more of the MDL. We're in the LAN group stage action, and we are in phase number 4. And we just received word that this is going to be our last series, last game now of the day. What's going on? Apparently we're shifting things around a bit.
Yep. They just so last group stage games moved to tomorrow. There's less games tomorrow as well. Wondering where those games are going. They're being dumped on the end of the tournament. So we're gonna have a shorter day today, a shorter day tomorrow, but then 2 fairly busy days with 4 BR3s. So just to make sure things don't end too late here, because if suddenly you have like a 2 a.m. finish, it just means teams are gonna be tired, exhausted for the rest of the tournament, and the Dota suffers, man. You don't want to.
Can't have grumpy players, then you have grumpy Dota.
Yep.
That's no good.
But we do have to say goodbye to Team Spirit. That's, I think, confirmed now. They are eliminated from MDL. One of their players was also not feeling well, which is also the other, I think, contributing factor to them forfeiting their last match.
What's happening? See, why this player not feeling well, man?
It's China, man. You get
great.
10 seconds
You looking forward to the major?
I don't know, man. We'll
bring our masks. Bring a lot of meds, antibiotics, all the good stuff.
We get draft. Let's just get this bad boy here. Number 2, Mineski versus Secret. Mineski got absolutely crushed in game number 1. I know a lot of us are getting, well, scrutinized a bit for being harsh with some of these players, but there is no denying that that was not Mineski's best game. It was a hard time for him. Secret got everything they wanted. I got to see the shape up here, and they're starting with the bans. They got rid of that pesky Earth Spirit. Screw you and your Ken. And they TA, Bat Riders, and Booker got to go, so that means Secret will take the scraps that are left for them, including the Lone Druid and the Witch Doctor, and Mineski will go with the early Darkseer and stick with the Night Stalker.
Yep. I think for Secret, one of the contributing factors to their draft is going to be the fact it's late there, they're tired, they played a lot of games today. They want to just... They're going to be somewhat confident going into this series, knowing they're a lot better than Mineski. Mineski is probably the weakest team in the tournament. They're in bad form. The patch doesn't suit them very well. And Secret are going to pick heroes that can push and end the game fast. I don't feel like Secret's going to approach this draft as if they were versing one of the top tier 1 teams. They're going to probably feel like they can win with fairly standard picks. They don't have to do anything special. They've already shown the Misery Lone Druid time and time again. The Witch Doctor, another good pushing with the Voodoo Restoration, good against the Darkseer, but more than anything, I think we're going to see them put together a kind of fairly push-oriented draft here.
Secret might pull out a Oracle here. I mean, it's great against a Darkseer, just completely shuts down his laning phase. Well, Darkseer see Oracle pop up, and they're like, well, I was going to be in the off lane, and now I'm going to be in the jungle, so I'll see you guys later. And then you have a lane completely sacked. Secret have already pulled out Oracle once before. It's plausible, but we'll have to see if they decide that Darkseer is even worthy. Or not.
Hey, Witch Doctor is the same kind of thing where Melodic level 1, you just run Darkseer and kind of has to run away too, so
yeah,
they may also want to completely destroy him with the Oracle, get that secondary support.
Disruptor's good as well as the support Naga, both very good against Darkseer in the lane. He tries to search away, glimpse back, slash, and snare. He's not going to be going too far, and both are also favorites of Puppy slash Secret, so we'll see. He's got a big pool to pick from, and we got to start with our main man, Mr. Envy, first, and we're going to get him something he has been just gushing over lately, and that's the Spectre.
And the other nice thing with picking the same heroes is, again, you're not giving information to teams you're going to be versing tomorrow in the playoffs. Yeah. Oh, we picked Spectre. Do they really value Spectre this much? I think they're somewhat almost toying with their future opponents
Oh,
and
yeah.
saying we're going to keep picking Spectre every game as if it's our favorite hero for everybody.
Team
When
Secret's turn.
realistically, I don't think they actually are valued as much as they're really kind of pretending by how often they're picking. I think they recognize it's a great hero, has great synergy with like the Earth Spirit when he finds a kink, but it's not like they think this hero is the best carry in the game right now. It's just like, yeah, we'll throw other teams off a bit, because what we will start seeing is second stage bans onto the Spectre, and then Secret will be like, great, we prefer Ember Spirit instead, and
they'll
they'll
watch
take
him
Ember.
pull out like the
10
Meepo
seconds
again or
remaining.
something,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh god, I totally forgot they have a Meepo player. Something like
So-
that is
5
definitely going to
seconds
happen. And
remaining.
There's definitely an element of just mind games and Secret knowing to reveal anything new, and
Reserve time.
perhaps going to cause those kind of future bans onto
Dire
Spectre.
team
I like Mineski going for Death Prop. I think it's one of Raging Potato, Jake's best heroes. So something they can kind of look to 5-man around, but the early game has got to be where they do better. Like they can't afford to just get crushed in the lanes and have Secret snowball.
And there's not, at least maybe I'm not thinking of, not much that's left that can do work against Death Prophet. Many considered, Invoker's still a great matchup there. For
10
Weehaw,
seconds remaining.
having to go against a Death Prophet now,
Yep.
we don't know him to play a lot
5
of Razor.
seconds
We don't know him to play a lot of Viper. We haven't seen much OD from him. He might go for something like that.
With the Spectre Lone Druid, again,
Team
it's the same thing where your
Secret's
Lone Druid
turn to
takes up a
ban.
lot of time. You've got to create space for him. Spectre
Yeah.
will be looking to find kills, but they need that
Other
initiated
fighters, yeah.
tempo controller. Earth Spirit won't be the hero. You go look at S4's hero pool. Puck's great. He fits that role
Ah,
perfectly. It's
yeah.
a hero that
10
we
seconds
can play
remaining.
very well. The Bat Rider would have been good, but Secret banned it out
5
long ago.
seconds
Not wanting to
remaining.
let Mineski get their hands on it. I don't think they necessarily knew where the draft was going to head. But I think
Reserve
heroes
time.
along the same lines as Puck, Dragon. Okay, has a bit of push.
Magnus, even though you don't have like your
Yeah,
Ember with
sure.
it, it could be okay.
Right. Magnus
He's a
is-
playmaker.
Magnus is Empower on the air, power
Yeah.
on Spectre, so as well.
I mean, other than that, it's like he used to be
Um,
like the big Wind Ranger fiend.
Yeah.
But that doesn't follow with that same kind of play style. But maybe they go to it just he's comfortable with it. It'll be interesting to see. We'll get to see, at least from what I've personally seen, something new. Which
The
is
one slightly kind of more into greedier option is Lena, which I think is still good. Gives
Oh,
you
yeah.
some good burst damage. Can
Yeah.
lane well against Death Prop. They need to diversify here. You've got a lot of physical damage,
Dire team
a lot of
ban.
right click, even like you're supporting cast Witch or Death Ward, and you're against Sven with Warcry, so they definitely want to get some magic damage thrown into the mix as well.
Yeah.
This is where Puck or Lena both be good. Zeus is Zeus is banned. Never mind.
Zeus
There's
is
no
banned,
Zeus.
The one, it's
This
nice
is
that
pretty
Mineski
good.
made that early investment into the Night Stalker. Then, if they're
Secret's
already
turn to
anticipating
pick.
the game in Secret, like where they're gonna need to get Weehaw that hefty initiator, without proper map awareness, it becomes difficult. He couldn't get it last time because they just got stopped from the start, and Night Stalker never became relevant, unfortunately. But if he is to become relevant in even an equal match game, and hey, there's
Dire
that Puck.
team pick.
It's gonna be a hard time for heroes like Puck, let's say, to find that kind of a jump and. Now be possibly at risk of being looked down in silence, but a very elusive hero, and obviously the one who's going to be the playmaker, the base creator for both the Spectre and the Lone Druid, of course. And there's going to be the Disruptor, Ab.
Well, this is just Alliance 2.0 right here. This is
Yeah.
exactly what we saw coming out from them. Perhaps slightly like they're not going for the Nature's Prophet as well as the Lone Druid, and they're very much set on the Spectre, not throwing like Lode would play the Sven and the Juggernaut. So, but it's the playstyle of Alliance, that sort of style ladder, which is why I kind of referred to them as Alliance 2.0. They had their own little kind of bit of, I guess, flair and pizzazz to what they're doing, but playstyle wise, it's for create space for the offlaner.
So we know the game plan in Secret. We've seen it once before by them or another team, let's say.
Yep.
So we got to keep a watch on Mineski. What do they got to do
10
with their
seconds
lineup
remaining.
to not allow Secret to have a, their kind of a game? Is it
5
pressure
seconds remaining.
early, which you're not going to get a lot of? Disruptor not one to roam around at the start. If, Night Star can't do anything until the 4-minute hits. And, overlay. Thank you. Sorry. I don't mean to be
perfect world,
backsitter.
please.
Uh-oh, the water's splashing. Splashing up on the land cables underwater.
Mineski, they need their levels very much in this team. Like Disruptor level 6 is a huge boost for them. Death Prophet, you need to get, and it's not really just level 6, it's getting points in a lot of where Secret have just had the Spirit Spectre or the Spectre plus whatever, and they get the haunt, they find kills. He isn't even there to hard carry the game. He's just looking to get the urn charges, get the Yasha phase, the quote unquote bad man Spectre build. And it was not something completely innovative, but it was very much like it got known as that just because this guy was some 8K MMR pub player who people were like, who is this guy?
He must be doing something right.
Yeah, no, it's the non-Radiant Spectre build has been around for forever, so it's not like he's did something unique, but it was he did something which wasn't the mainstream way of playing the hero and got 8K MMR doing it. So that was what was made it the bad man.
Just need to get on that Vanguard Spectre build. The I give up build. That's the build.
Dude, imagine you get 8K MMR doing Vanguard for a Spectre, then that would be because that's not Spectre build. Like that's just like the thing.
Misery trying to go for a cheeky little ward here, and as he comes down the stairs, he is welcomed by the open arms of Mineski, and they are off to the races already, your gods. They're going to get their first blood.
Nice.
And it's on the lone druid.
Start. For Mineski, they need Death Prophet to just have a huge game more than anything. Like you can afford to feed away kills here or there on other heroes, but if Death Prophet can have a great game, can snowball, things will go very well for Mineski. They've got a good draft. Teamfight is insane. You've Vacuum with the Stormhammer, with Static Storm. You've got Night Stalker for Vision to allow that to happen, and then you've got the Death Prophet just as like the big carry to follow up with Exorcist. So I like Mineski's draft a lot better this game.
It has the potential, that's for sure. I mean, it feels like a draft almost we've seen before. Maybe sub out the Death Prophet and in with something else, but the potential's there. It's on the execution at this point, and utilize hero potential. Try to dodge stuff. Yeah.
He says, "Look at my."
Why doesn't like Pugna's ulti get that kind of love? No, it's Soul Scythe that can do that kind of work. Peered image, go through everything. No big deal.
3 charges. Yeah. You gotta wait like 10 seconds for it drain until you get X.
But of course,
you can move. It's not channel where it can get cancelled by being done. Like, yeah, please.
She's been blessed. Up lane, they really, of course, don't want Misery to be involved too much. They've hustled him back towards that tiny forgiving camp, which will just farm out from there. He is doing this under the watchful eye of Mineski. They do have the vision of him, and they are rotating that way. I don't know if it's for them or if maybe to make a move towards the mid lane.
2-minute rune.
2-minute rune slash jump on Misery said rune.
Yep.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, they'll go on him first.
They got a smoke. They're creeping in.
Oh, the game. No, he's looking to stack it.
And he's walking back once again into trouble. The same two knuckleheads that caught him out for the first blood are going to be taking down again. All right.
Sick play from Mineski.
And now they're looking for Puppy, but Puppy, he was the one who stayed back and got the rune.
Yeah.
And it was a haste rune. Yeah. So maybe if they were a bit more patient, hung out, they would have got a haste rune and possibly an auto kill.
I mean, that's a cool. That's what was so sick about that smoking. Because I'm here like, I'm a smart caster. They're just going for the 2-minute rune here. They're not really rotating. And no, they're rotating. I'm sure Misery was expecting the same thing. The support sleeve top lane, it's to get the 2 runes. He's not expecting them to just run at him at that neutral. So a really, really sick rotation coming out from Mineski.
And, as he gets steadily back, Puppy, who's trying to work with the camp, and he actually missed it. The Void. Who ended up getting the big rapid there last hit? Miscalculated, unfortunately.
And that kind of reveals by now that the Ward is on that cliff spot too. Didn't block camp because they wanted to actually punish him and kill him off of that camp, which is a nice little deviation in play, because he actually popped down the sentry early on, expecting to have to de-ward that camp, but not the case. It was just straight up aggressive ward.
And now the Sven has plenty of room to spread his happy little wings here. 20 and 19. Not a lone druid in sight, because that guy is in the jungle elsewhere.
That's a good move. I think he's realized that's what's warded, and rather than try and de-ward
better than nothing and dying.
Just go to the safer jungle where you're not going to get caught out. Bane looks to be kind of lingering around that off lane, but I don't think he's even going to go to lane unless it really pushes to tier 1. Mineski's going to free farm the spin. Death Prophet should do it right mid.
But why is the not Darkseer, Night Stalker still? I mean, he's still been hanging out there, top lane. No CS. He's not really getting XP. I don't think he's gonna be doing anything here at 4 minutes though.
Wants to stack and pull probably more than anything. I think. Yeah, there we go. He'll stack. He can use the pull camps a bit. I mean, something kind of.
Oh, get wrecked. I'm sorry.
I mean, PPE talked a bit on some of his vlogs where, like, when you have a support and there's no one in the offlane, just play greedy and get some farm and levels by using your pulls and stacks as a support.
Yeah.
Can go a long way.
All right, a bit of a commitment here. They got 2 ranged creeps plus the catapult. Plenty of pushing power to take down this tower in one hurrah. And
I think they got
look at it before yeah, get close enough. Wait, whoa, gotta glimpse him first before he turn around. We'll be able to get it off. Puppy did get off the sleep, and here comes the LD. And there goes the Mineski.
They don't. That kind of slows down their tower push. They don't get the kill, and Lone Druid's here to kind of leech up the experience. That really backfired for them.
As they go to work here, mid lane, just a cat harassment from Wheeze. He crosses paths and makes his way down bottom, but back top lane, looks like they're about to take down this tier 1, looking for the deny. Secret are on the case. They're going to be TPing in Pile Die rather, and look at this code setup with the help of the sleep from Puppy, but Puppy eating a lot of damage. Is going to be forced back. Thunderstrike is there, and looks like Jules wants to make a fight happen. To turn for the tower, it is going to end up going down, but Jules will also be dropped from Pi.
He kind of threw his life there to try and prevent the tower deny, so ultimately saying that he was successful at mid lane.
Long reach here. Is he going to commit for? I know this puck was almost level 6, but it's not going to matter. He was 6, but not necessary. They get the Death Prophet down.
Yep. Even before that, I was going to say, Wee has done incredibly well in this mid lane. Death Prophet is not farming well, and while the 2 mids are even on CS, you expect Death Prophet to be around like the 30 CS mark typically right now. And Wee's just been trading blows, messing with the farm to the point where like Puck doesn't need as much farm as a Death Prophet. Death Prophet's like more of that kind of carry type mid where you need to do really well. So it's been a very well executed mid lane coming out from Team Secret.
Something going right still for Mineski as this Sven is getting just pretty beefy.
Just one in the stun too, so going for the greediest possible build to farm up ancient stacks. He's going to be going for the Helm of the Dominator and stacking for days.
Get up on my back team, because still not seeing a lot from first Nightfall.
That's a good move, because Secret, they're often going to be fighting with 4 heroes until Lone Druid gets the Midas Radiance, which is going to happen slower than usual this game because of how much he's being pressured. So it's kind of hard for Secret to come contest the Ancients or fight until later in the game. But like Sen can start farming those Ancients from like 10-15 minutes before Lone Druid's ready to contest.
Here's a smoke move. Mineski on the prowl.
Yeah,
looking for a setup here. They see Misery alive. They want him dead again.
They're gonna put more on. That's fine though. Like the sentry's there, but they can't deal with that unless they get flying vision.
Yep.
Which is
they don't know.
Yeah, the Puck or Spectre Dagger, but chances are they won't check again. It's like mind games. You reward the same spot. Like no idiot's gonna reward the same spot, and then you do it and they don't check it.
Just hope the Misery maybe get baited and the stretch out past tower a bit, but he's got to know it's still the last little bit of nighttime here. A lot are missing from the map. Very nervous. Playing this very nice. Where the hell are they? Where's Mineski? Are they looking at me in the dark? Yeah. And Puppy's like, if they're here, we're going to catch them. There they are. Get them. Looking to move it. Facing up with a sleep right now. The Haunt's going to be leading in from MV. Glimpse back. Attempt to kind of keep him back in a bay, but here comes Wee. Sets in. Nice 2-man coil. Going to connect right now. And everything Jules can to just keep them away from the rest of the team. He sacks his own, the martyr in need, and it looks like everyone else will make a safe retreat. So good counter response coming out from Secret. If they could read that situation well, they just knew Mineski were lurking in the dark. They caught him.
Yep. And for Mineski, they can't really counterplay until they have the level 6 on Disruptors, so that's not when you're and you're expecting to have it. Really nice play, heads up play from Secret saying, let's use this haunt, let's get aggressive. They've been doing this constantly with the Spectre, and it continues to find them success.
Jesse Vash is going to be able to snap at that illusion rune. He sends an orb his way to let him know he's not happy about it. And back at mid lane here, it's still a quiet Death Prophet game. You're not usually at your strongest even when you get your first dandy little point into your exorcism. Yeah. It has potential, but it needs to be built up, nursed.
Here we go. This is where the potential is.
Yeah. Feed mother. Let her become a very scary ghost lady. Soul siphon that poor satyr. Alright, so the XP's coming together for her, and this stack for Mr. Potato.
Nice.
Who's got a Helm of the Dominator already done, so it's an economy game from both sides now.
And this is that was the first person I saw doing that was Envy. We're using the God Strength just for neutrals. It reminded me a lot of like Weezers when they started just popping the ultimate to farm neutral, and it's like, well, duh, why not? You farm faster, you're not using the spell anyways.
Yep.
Like he's not pushing the top tower you already took. You're not using it to fight.
People just have that constant, oh, bottom lane, Rior the Liquid Mega go on him. He's got the surge, he's hustling out. Not cut through the trees, coming right back on through, and he's so close, but no, not gonna be able to make it away. Weeha's there, drops the net. And with the urn and some right clicks, he will end up going down. Disruptor tried to make it to his aid and Jules. This unfortunately not going to be able to help him out. A good move from Secret though. They get the catch, they get kill.
It's kind of similar to last game, Secret leading on kills, but unlike last game, Mineski are farming well. They've got Sven and Death Prophet topping the CS charts. Darkseer not doing too great, but I think big picture wise, Mineski is still kind of on track as far as their strategy is concerned. If they can get the Disruptor and the Night Stalker some levels, they'll be looking really good. And Secret, I think, yeah, they're kind of wary of this Sven already having the Dominate. If they can actually block off the Ancients and prevent that stack from happening, that's going to go a long way for them.
I do want to see, is this Darkseer attempting to rush for the mechanism there? He is trying to rush for the mech, he's almost got it here. But still needs quite a ways to go. Nice.
That's the big problem with Mineski. They still need a lot of levels on their team. Like Darkseer just level 7, has no points in vacuum.
Yeah.
Disruptor no level 6. Night Stalker's level 4. It's a very under-leveled Mineski side.
I mean, I still can't feel like this next nighttime Mineski really got to fire off at all cylinders here.
Yeah.
Take advantage of. By then, you hopefully have your Exorcism informed to go. Ion Shell, scary Night Stalker up in your face. I feel like they could have the tools to make something happen here. They're looking for a go towards this bottom lane. Exorcism going to commit here. They're looking to go. Glyph already popped. Haunt comes out here from Secret. Is there going to be a from Envy? No, it's a scouting one.
It was like a get me the hell out of this bottom lane kind of haunt.
And it sends him mid lane, and it turns into a own rotation for Mr. Potato here, and they're going to be taking him down. Good catch from them, and it's a trade for a tier 1 bottom, which of course will now open up the jungle for Mineski to just kind of, you know, set up shop. Anything they do, though, will be under the eye of Secret. They have already a couple of defensive wards down there, but a Secret, man, they take down Sven.
Yeah, just showing like their kind of experience. Like Envy knowing this, and they start heading towards that tier 1 tower bottom to scout underneath the tower. He's like, I'm out. No questions asked. Luck for him, there was one hero not there, and it's a huge kill to be getting. You killed the most farmed enemy hero at mid lane, and that's just something where Mineski is getting outmaneuvered.
Disruptor in trouble, dishing out everything he can, but this man only has a boot and a wand, so he's very, very frail. Goes down right away. Mr. Raging Potato shows up, angry at his fallen comrade. Unfortunately, not going to be able to dish out revenge. In fact, he's the one in trouble. Surprise! Coconut Deathward!
Oh,
see you later.
In a row for your top farming Sven.
That's when your chest starts to hurt a little. The morale is crumbling inside.
That's the worst thing as a carry. Like when you know you are the most, like he knows he's the most farmed hero in the game. He's the only one who's had an amazing time. Spectre's been roaming around. Spectre's not a great farming hero. He's been farming stacks. You know you're like 1500 net worth of everyone. You die once while your team pushes out. You're like, okay, my team got a tower. It's not great, but it's fine. You respawn and you TP and instantly die again. Then you're like, you know you messed up.
Hard commitment in from the Death Prophet, and oh no! This one also leads to a trap sprung by Secret. It's almost like they just know, like Mineski are just quick to be baited into an opportunity like that, and they just have reinforcements at the ready now. There might not be reinforcements ready for Mr. Puppy here at the bottom lane, but that's not a huge loss for Secret. They just wanted that guy to get some farm down there, so he's been pushing it out, finding his own way. Takes a bit of a jump right there, but before that, losing these double cores from Mineski. This is when really these players are going to be tested psychologically to make sure they can still stay in the game.
Been just so good at punishing Mineski's greed with the farming cores and Death Prophet and Sven and maybe
immediate
some more.
haunt and immediate commitment here. He wants to get the kill and leave.
Misery wasn't even going for it. Misery was like, as soon as he saw Disruptor, he pulled his bear away like, oh, I don't want to go, and then Envy instantly haunts. Envy, you see how he wants to play with his Spectre. It's all out aggression. He doesn't care.
Get him. It's like, oh, okay.
It's a support. He doesn't care. He'll use that haunt and secure a kill if he can.
Oh, from downtown, but it's not going to matter. Weeha shows up once more. Been the gatekeeper to this mid lane. Look at this.
His blink silence. He's silenced in the trees, so
yeah.
I get something that canceled his blink, or he just accidentally.
He's still got the coil though, and he drops a huge one on 4. Tries to sidestep, but is going to be going down. But his coil might lead to a huge turnaround. Pylite Eye with the cast and with the Death Ward. Good work. Not enough to bring him down, man. Potato. He's got the armor. He's happy to soak up that damage. Cuckoo is back, and he quickly gets a double kill for himself. Huge back setup for Puppy, while they're going to also siphon down Pylite Eye. They're trying to split and get the best of both, but look at the turnaround brain stab coming out. Puppy's be able to get a kill on Reor.
Crazy fight.
2 for 2.
It looked like the Witch Doctor was just going to win Secret the fight, the cast with the Death Ward, but I mean, Secret just didn't fully commit. If they fully committed with the Death Ward cast, it would have been amazing for them, but they were kind of half backing off, then they went back. The grip was like full duration, amazing from Puppy as well, but Mineski just tanky enough. The Sanj, Sven, the Warcry helping negate a lot of the damage so they could kind of withstand it.
Not really a fly on the wall to know. It's like, you know, maybe with the little slip up from Wei, he's like, oh, I didn't get it right, and everyone's like, okay, let's push back, but oh, they're right there.
Yeah, that was
hectic moment.
That was probably the biggest problem for Secret at the end of the day for that fight, was that he didn't get the blink waning rift off to start the fight. But not the end of them. Lone Druid, top of the net worth chart, everything. That's like the plan. You look at Alliance's games, you have a rough time in the first 5-10 minutes of the game, and then you pull it back with that Midas Eye and talent. Suddenly, 15-20 minutes, you're the most farmed here in the game, or at least up there, and that's kind of where Misery is right now. It's about to buy Relic.
It's barely a problem because they have Druid.
Oh shucks.
Mid lane, there he is now. He's gonna start scratching at this tier 1 a bit, and
I'm glad it's the last game of the day, because I don't know if I can put up with your unbearable jokes.
I just have to paw for a moment and appreciate that one. Okay, here comes Mineski now. Back on the offensive. They got the smoke. I know, it wasn't a good paw. Let's just keep going with the cameraman. I know, Rob, I know. He was so disappointed. Take his hands off the keyboard for that one.
Rob is such a good punter, like where he's like,
he's applying.
He's like 5 that he wants to throw out right now.
Oh, Puppy though, gonna get caught out. He goes down. Nice catch off there for Mineski. They're hoping to follow up with a tier 1 takedown. Can they get it? And it looks like they are gonna be able to grab it. Oh, yeah. Just a little teaser. Nothing's still too terrible for Secret. They still feel like they're doing fine. I gotta say though, Envy's, he got that kill top lane. I haven't seen him die a lot. How come he's not really farmed? I just want to be blunt about it.
He's been ganking. He has not been hitting creeps in lanes, I guess, is the short version of that.
Yeah.
It's always Lone Druid farming while he just roams around or uses Haunt whenever it's up. He was kind of formatting with the puck. Like that fight mid lane, he was there getting involved. Misery was not really. So it's very much a play style choice from him.
Raging Potato taking note from Mr. Old Chicken earlier. Commits for an SMY now on his Sven. Yep. And it helps a bit. Obviously going to be a bit faster, a bit tankier. It's not luxurious. Does he need to be able to still get the setup with like a blink dagger, let's say? Or can you fall back still on like your Dark Seer or I don't know, Glimpse?
Yeah, he'll want to blink dagger this game. You don't have a...
I don't think it's quite enough.
Yeah, you don't want to get it too soon though. I think the SMY is just a good farming item. It's also a good fighting item, so you can kind of get it before the blink dagger.
Okay.
Probably want the BKB eventually too, but again, it's not an item you want to rush into. Otherwise, you slow down your farm too much. You get it too early, and it causes you and your team problems.
Yeah, it's really hard to gauge because it's like, do you really want to try to take this into a farm kind of a game? You might put all your chips to a Sven, and they have a Lone Druid and a Spectre.
I mean, you have I put Death Prophet in like the carry category as well. And team fight wise, you've got the Vacuum. Like the Darkseer in the late game is always a scary beast. You can't make illusions of like the Bear, unfortunately, but a Spectre illusions, those things hurt.
That's true.
So I think Mineski, as long as they're kind of keeping up, can go quite well into the late game, but it requires getting an Ag Scepter on Night Stalker at a fairly decent time, I think, for them to keep going well into the late game. And nice little pickup.
The Daylight Exorcism commitment into the Roche pit here.
Secret knocked him.
Paint it. Yeah, but yeah, it's going down so fast. Help the little baddies.
But Secret should be able to get some powers and even take a fight while the Exorcism's down. If they piece together, that's what happened.
Okay. They're hustling in here, like they're hoping to use the back end of this Exorcism with a Glimpse setup, but that setup doesn't seem to be there. They have darkness.
Secret re-engage. Ooh.
There's the glimpse. It's for Pi, though. This is a big commitment for a little support. They'll get him down. I think they want to go in. They have a good setup. And here comes Wee.
Everything.
Yeah, they want it. They're moving in. Get back to the fight. Oh, Coil is only going to be on Rior here. He pops the mech around, gets a 2-man vacuum wall. This is pretty awkward, though. Yeah. And they pull back. They don't really know where the commitments lie. And quickly, Mineski like, we don't like this fight at all. Pi is back. We'd rather him lose it. But now they got a good Fiend's Grip. And the Death Ward looking to finish him off. They can't get him down yet. He's able to make it away. He's good. He runs back out. He's still looking to hustle and hide. They are scurrying around these towers right now in secret. Not thinking about committing. He's got the Aegis. Gets off the stun. Will commit the second life. And now they look to go on Cuckoo. Cuckoo's going to be able to get the Yules up. Silent. But yeah, without the firepower of an Exorcism, they don't have it. Mineski now. Dominoes beginning to fall by one. It could potentially look like here, but here comes the second wind of Raging Potato. Slash up Puppy, but he's not getting it. He's getting healed up instead. Potato will end up going down. EOTK, aka Mr. Envy, gonna grab a double kill right now. So will we. Following suit right there, a 4-for-1 trade. Oh, the awkward, timid start, mostly from the side of Mineski. They were so drawn in close. They did get their glimpse set up, but it's such a hard commitment for Little Pi.
Yeah, and I don't think the buyback is necessarily even the problem. It's just a daytime fight without Exorcism. Mineski are so weak in that scenario. I just don't feel like that was a... They should have used the Aegis to just regroup, fall back farm, wait till you have nighttime, which was coming soon. It was like the nighttime began as soon as that fight ended. Right after that last kill, 20 minutes hits, it's nighttime. And Exorcism going to be coming back up soon as well. Like, that was just a bit too rushed coming from Mineski, just because they got overconfident saying, oh, we've got an Aegis, we've got a pick-off. But realistically, Secret had everything they wanted. The one thing Mineski didn't know about, which probably maybe was the reason they tried to take the fight, was that the Bear had the Radiance. The Radiance pick up the Lone Druid made a big difference in that fight. Misery finally getting involved and able to dish out a lot of AoE damage because of that. So, some credit to Mineski. That was something that had just shown, I think, even arrived like right as the fight began. So they weren't quite ready for it.
Big stack here for the big boy here on Mineski. And uh-oh. Did that illusion scout out this offshore account? It doesn't look like it. He's going right for it, but Secret en route, man. They know this is happening. He got it quick. He uses God Strike and everything, and they'll see it's committed, and they're looking to catch any sort of stragglers. They get the 1 kill for Jules, and they get the coil onto Mr. Potato. It looks like they might be able to grab him here. He's trying to find a way out, but they got the Fiend's Grip. They got the catch. They got the kill. 56 seconds. He's going to be out a buyback now. This is looking like another overhaul for Secret. Follow that with a tier 1 takedown.
Mineski, like, they really great individual plays, and I really like their drafts. It's just always these kind of mistakes that I think they would normally get away with, maybe playing against the teams in their region, but you go up against teams like Secret, EG, eHome, whatever, they will punish you and heavily punish you for the kind of mistakes they're making, where you're getting caught out on a core hero like Sven or Death Prophet. It's been quite a number of times where these heroes have been caught out by themselves or slightly out of position, and Secret have been just incredibly good at just capitalizing on it every single time.
New items coming on here. Looks like Darkseer able to finish out the Greaves.
Puck with a BKB. That's not every day you see a first item BKB on Puck, but
maybe just really hates the Static Storm.
There's a lot of silence.
That really removes like a lot of the playing field for Secret. Like once that Static Storm's committed, and especially if it gets a decent choke point or mid lane, it's like Puck has nowhere really to work. But now with the BKB, it's
Normally you'd expect the Yules, because you can get out of like silence. Even Static Storm, it uses up most of the duration, but because there's so many, I guess he's thinking if I Yules off a like Night Stalker or a Death Prophet silence, the Static Storm waiting for me.
Yeah. Or vice versa.
And you may want the BKB
step
anyway, so hey, just get it.
Yeah. So by tradition, I believe that means Envy. What's he building now? He got 3,500. I believe it's the Heart.
That's
right, Diffusal.
Yeah. Then
Diffusal, Heart
next.
Second Diffusal.
Yeah, as we saw in the previous game, yeah. Diffusal can also help purge off all these silences, which may be another reason why the Yules seems to make more sense on the Puck, but he's so rich and he got BKB at such a good time, why not?
Oh.
It's not even about, like, even it's not like a carry here getting BKB too early where it goes down to 5 seconds and you can't fight. You're not worried about getting kited when you have a 5-second BKB. You just want the BKB to get out of silences, which whether it's a 10 or a 5-second BKB doesn't matter. So for Puck getting a fast BKB doesn't slow him down or risk his late game.
Potential flank setup here. Secret are touchy, but maybe they don't know there's help nearby. They're going to commit it anyways. The Haunt will reveal the story. Weehaw still wants to commit. The coil is only going to be on the Sven. He pops his BKB. He's Puppy. He goes right for him. Deathward coming out. Doesn't care about a BKB. Is just chunking right through him. And he wants to go toe-to-toe with the bear. And quickly Sven realizes he's just grossly outnumbered. He's already lost a chunk of his team. Only 2 left alive for Mineski. Now they were able to quickly take down Envy here. It looks like in a Death Prophet catch.
He haunted in on the backlines, I guess. The Darkseer. He killed the Darkseer, but then he couldn't escape because of the Atos from Cuckoo. The Atos X is pretty handy against Spectre, good against the Bear as well, just for the Atos. It's a really nice Atos game, but suddenly your high ground's in trouble. You've got no Sven, you've got no Exorcism as well.
Nope.
And it's daytime. Oh, once his night
Stack storm though. Boom! Get the hell out of my base. Drops it right on Weehaw's head. Weehaw did have the BKB, but he knew he was going to survive, I suppose, and sidestepped out. Gets the safe charge.
Well, they'll get Rax now, but could look to push again if they really wanted to with Exorcism down. Something could be a consideration. But Secret is just going to go so well to the late game. You've got Lone Druid, Sector, Puck, who's got all the items he needs, a supporting duo that's also going to offer a lot. Death Ward, Fiend Script, Mineski are in a tough spot now.
Looks like they're going to try to get... because they passed over the blink for the Sven. And I can't help but feel like at this point they're just hoping that he could be the raw DPS cannon, so they might just go crit or something after this. And
you can still go back for the blink.
It's like, I just feel like it's like we got to get all the damage now. But you're right. I mean, blink might be necessary. Darkseer could just get the blink.
It combos well. Like when you get the Darkseer blink, having a Sven blink top of it, just like the Sven blink gets better with Darkseer's blink. The problem is right now Darkseer doesn't even have a blink, so Sven having a blink
close-ish. Halfway.
Yeah, like it's not worth having a Sven blink if your Darkseer doesn't have one. Is probably partly what he's thinking. You want to have the blinks to work in tandem.
That's a nice thing for Mineski. They have Darkseer as one of the best high ground defenders in the game. And with that kind of a powerful combo, and if that opportunity approaches and they actually have everything off cooldown, Mineski might be able to put up a respectable fight here. Wonder if Secret are going to be wary of that and just want to make sure they have all their resources they could ask for before making that kind of high ground push. Or they can make an attempted pickoff here on Mr. Cuckoo, who's now out for 1 minute, has a buyback though.
His Exorcism's back up, but this just a T2 tower and you kind of fall back, wait out for Roshan or something, which is respawning as we speak, so that's handy.
Tier 2 then Roche?
Someone scouted that. I think that's a Sven neutral creep. Yeah, so Mineski know about Roshan. Secret do not. Secret might just try and force. They probably high ground to force the buyback.
Like the stack maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's making a stack for Secret.
Stacking with Secret's right there.
They're up there. They're like rubbing their hands. Ooh, did you just make a stack for us? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Who is be taking it? Oh, Misery will.
Misery.
Thank you, Mineski.
Outcry, and that's easy farm, right?
Well, it's be tough, and they know
decide against
Mineski's back.
You're scared to jump.
They have a word, right? It looks like, is that a sentry up there on the hill? I don't know. Yeah, well, they have an ops too. So
even with Death Prophet dead, if you get caught up by a smoke vacuum Sven stun and a BKB Sven hitting you, like that's really bad. So that's actually some very disciplined play coming from Secret.
Don't touch my stack. All right, this puts him damn near close to that blink if it's what he's going for. Just got to get the blink together on your dark now.
I think it's worth getting. It's a 2k gold item. You can still get a crit at pretty good time. If you're gonna, unless you're losing the game, which like a crit's not gonna save the game. A blink has more like potential to change how the game develops from here. It's 2k gold. You can go back for the crit right after this.
You've never seen like the one saving crit that is just one shot.
Yeah, I mean,
killed.
It's a Crystalliso, so you can't even get like the full day. Like at the same price point that is. So
no,
having a follow up for a Darks with the Darkseer blink, like having the insta vacuum into multiple terror stun. It's just.
I guess I was just making the mistake of looking at it as like we got to go all out or nothing. But when you take a moment to look back, Mineski do have respectable defense.
They have plenty of damage. Yeah. Damage is not the problem here.
Let's see what they can do with what they got though, because Misery's already, and that bear is doing his sieging thing, battering ram down this tier 3 tower, set up in a good position. The Atos slow on the bear. but he's still going to work. Now Envy looking to kind of take him a bit.
Used strength to kill Roshan and Aegis off of that, but well, picked up Hyperstone too. Interesting.
Okay, well, I don't know what's happening. Static Storm, he's thinking about going in. Not that they have this Aegis, but he has no God Strength, as you mentioned.
Tried it so badly.
And he's about to die. He's eating a full Death Ward. That is going to be the Aegis life. Everyone else from Mineski is just caught up in arms from Envy, who is just shoving him back inside their own baseline. Now, here comes the Sven, looking to fight right on top of the wall here, forcing Secret into it. They're going to be catching out Misery here. Misery going to be going down. Now, Mineski shooing away Secret from their base. How much can they catch here? Cuckoo looking to go in. Can Secret return, though? They're looking to step back, committing on in. Probably forced away. Another Soul Siphon going to be chasing him down. There's the Crypt Sword. There's the kill. Mineski end up taking 2.
Okay, they'll get a third. They get the puck as well. That makes it more worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Losing a Rax, a tier 3 tower in the range tracks only, but like Sven chews through another BKB charge. He also lost the Aegis.
It didn't cost him any buybacks, right? No
buybacks, but
yeah, it would have been great if they didn't lose a Rax, but they did. Take
it feels like
base damage.
the Sven used going through these BKBs and that only working because he had Aegis. If that happens again, Secret can win the game off of it.
Buying out time for the AC.
All right. So this will amplify the damage output from the Death Prophet Ghost as well, so some nice synergy with the rest of the team.
Yeah.
DPS to the side, BKB or Shiva's probably going to be KB. You won't normally see like the casual plate mail make sense. The casual Ogre Club is not really a thing. Well, the big thing Mineski can actually find advantageous team fights. Now they have the Night Stalker Aghanim Center, or at least try to find them with the vision they have.
Okay, well, back to the grindstone here for Secret. Their first bit of a hiccup we've seen in a while from them this game, and they'll have to get back to the farm here. DP's BKB now in hand, and for this is typically where he grabs the heart. Yep, but I mean,
it's okay.
No one's really getting MKB. Maybe sneaking an early butterfly. Maybe. I mean, the tankiness would be nice.
Physical damage, so you want armor theoretically, but they're already getting AC on Lone Druid. He can get the Vlads as well, so I guess at that point you're getting armor from the rest of your team. You may just stick with the hard build. Skadi's another. If you want some actual stats that give you armor and HP, Skadi's always decent, and you can kind of kite the Sven a bit with it, but I don't think he wants to be fighting the Sven head on anyway, so Skadi maybe less. The puck, there we go, more kiting for the Sven that can stop him through the BKB.
Very nice. Oh, that was... He saw like Puppy like kind of just slightly lunge at him a bit.
I guess he's
BKB gone.
Sven already down to 5 seconds on his BKB now.
Sure.
I think that's... Oh no, okay, that BKB actually kind of... If you're down in 5 seconds, you're like, well, you're 5 seconds anyways, but...
Man, that's a win for Puppy there.
I mean, that's Secret looking to team fight in theory here. If they can find a jump, they take it.
You think, but... Let's see.
Still going to be very wary of what Death Prophet can do at to the game with Exorcism.
What does Pylai Die have on his Witch Doctor? Did he get an axe? He's got a Glimmer.
Yeah, it's not that far, but...
It's fine.
It's in there.
He got the Glimmer the last time, if I'm not mistaken. Just loves to hide himself under that magic cloak, dropping down that pesky Death Ward. I don't know. I'm always tickled by that the new Aether Lens, but I suppose it doesn't amp the damage of the thing, but it does allow you to kind of plant the Death Ward from a much safer distance.
It's an interesting item because it doesn't give you like direct utility in the sense like you can save, like having a Glimmer Cape can save you or a teammate's life.
Okay, they got a setup, but okay, they step on out, pop in the BKB. They still get a good Death Ward down, Static Storm responds as they take out the Disruptor as they move in. Good sleep counter comes out from Puppy, and Raging Potato is getting kited all over the place, it looks like at this point, while Envy is making a move, cleaning out the back half right now, about to take down Mr. Jesse Batch. He picks up that one. Sven moving forward is going to be able to take down Pylai Die with the assistance of the Death Prophet. Weehaw hides up and above, and Envy works right back into a wall, and will duke it out with his illusion. Set to go down. He's still alive here. Where is he? Where's Envy at? There he is.
Over the cliff. All right, he's out.
Daggered his way through the dimension and out to safety.
But you've just used everything. God Strength, Exorcism, the Sven BKB, and suddenly Secret's at your base. They're at the doors, knocking
They have
on
a glyph.
Racks. Okay.
Toe stun, Crypt Swarm, everything. All of our little spells because we're out of the big ones. We got to make this count. Mineski, are they going to be able to hold or will they be going down? 0-2. It's looking
Just gonna
pretty
let this Rax go and defend the others. They're not out just based on this one melee Rax.
Unless they are eager to fight here. I don't know. There you go. Death Prophet. She's going to be forced to yield up, and as she comes back down, they're going to be chopping her apart. Raging Potato commits another AKB at this point, but he gets right-clicked down. He is locked up from that coil stun. Turns back with a stun. Wants to go man mode, and he's out 80 seconds.
Ag's Dream Coil stun.
It was like, it looked like a
him.
Marana arrow.
I was
He
watching, I was like,
stunned
hey,
forever.
it took me like a couple seconds to realize, like, wait, he's BKB, why is he not moving? I'm like, oh, Dream Coil, that is a 4.5 second stun or something.
Ooh.
Good night. Yeah, 4.5 seconds, level 16.
Brutal. And now, after taking out 2 sets of racks, I respect Mineski for being a never die kind of a team, but it's one they might have to just kind of roll over and take it. It's a hard one to look at here. Secret, very happy now after coming off 2 draws. Will be able to claim the series 2-0 and get the full 3 points. It is 3 points for 2-0, right?
No, it's
2 points for this one. Okay, they're going to 2 points.
So their draws actually aren't so bad because they still get...
okay.
It's not like they missed out on a potential 3-point win.
Should move them to near the top, I imagine. Of course, with 4 different games happening at once, it's hard to keep the edge of everything. You know, Secret are like, you never say die, but I'm going to kill you in your fountain right now.
Indeed. Perhaps.
Wall even committed in there.
Problem is for Mineski 0-6, they still have a series left, but there's been so many draws in this group. All the other teams have like a couple of wins already. So Mineski at best, they get a win, they have 2 points. I think everyone in that group almost has 2 points.
Yeah, so maybe tiebreaker situation kind of a thing, or something.
I don't even know. Mineski may already be close to being eliminated. I mean, you're 0-6, so chances are you are either eliminated or right on the edge of the line. But
nonetheless, a very difficult day number 1 for Mineski.
That's the hard part of this format is there's nothing forgiving about it when that one-day group stage is the format.
And they, after their home base has been taken of everything, including the kitchen sink here, they decide to throw the towel at him as well. That will game, and Secret will walk away with a 2 at the end. That means they have secured 4 points at the end of today. Mineski was 0.
Okay. GG. Oh, they canceled the GG call.
This is one of those awkward goodbyes. We're like, goodbye, and then you run into him
DC,
again.
Pause.
Oh wait, did you go? Are we done? All right.
No.
I'm sorry.
And maybe like left right away. He's like, I'm going back to the hotel.
He's like, I'm awkward enough as it is. I can't deal with this situation. Gotta go. All right. So, because of course of our schedule adjustment they have released, there is not going to be a series to follow. This will conclude our action for day 1